But chat, does anybody not know the story? Because I feel like this is over 4 years ago. Some new viewers might not know the story, huh? Do you know the story, Gigi? Probably not, right?
No, I want to know.
Okay. Ancient lore. Yeah, so for the first half year of me in Hololive, I lived in Japan. And so we went on a trip in the winter where we went to Hokkaido, which is the most northern region of Japan. And we kind of spontaneously decided to go to just the closest skiing place in Sapporo. And since we went to the closest, it wasn't like the best. The snow, I would say, was not in its best condition. And the slopes weren't the best either. I thought, well, surely this is like riding a bicycle. I mean, it has been like 50 years. But surely, well, as long as I'm a little bit careful, I will get back into the groove, right? Yeah!
Yeah!
Or so I thought. And so far, you know, I didn't have any accidents, even though the whole time it felt like I was about to. But the last time we go down the hill, I lose control and I go straight in super high speed. I zoom down the hill, totally lose control of my speed and my curves and everything. I go straight down, and then once I had so much speed, once I reached the bottom of the hill, I crashed into a fence.
Oh my god.
It was so scary. I was so scared while I was zooming down. And I crashed into a fence, which was better than crashing into a brick wall, I guess. And my skis, like, detached themselves from my shoes. So they went flying. My sticks went flying. My helmet went flying. So many parts went flying that you wouldn't even think that they would go flying.
That's scary.
Yeah, I was surprisingly unhurt. I feel like I should have been more hurt. I wish I would have broken something, because it was the kind of accident where you would normally break something. It is so boring that I go out of it without breaking anything. So disappointing.
Yeah, because, you know, what about the story you can tell later?
Yeah.
When, 4 years later, I broke both of my legs and I made the recovery.
And then Kelly would be so worried. I mean, she was worried about me anyway, you know? But she would be like, oh my god, no. And she would care for me and she would make me soup on our trip and everything.
If only you got more injured.
I wish. Thank you for understanding, because chat never understands.
Missed opportunity.
Thank you. You get it. So that accident, it was really yabe. It's a miracle that I didn't hurt myself so much, but that traumatized me hardcore. I went skiing in Austria the year after. Me and my roommate, she's really good at skiing, and so I was at least relieved that she would be able to help me out a little bit and like reteach me a little bit. And we started with the absolute easiest possible slope. It was such a baby, like legit, there were kids learning how to ski there. It was, you can't even call it a hill. It was so baby. And I'm there, and I look down from the tiniest hill ever, and the trauma from the accident hits me so hard. I get so terrified from going down. I was what do you call it? Paralyzed. I stood up there, no joke, for like 30 minutes contemplating going down, while there were so many kids and babies, toddlers passing by, going up and down, and I felt really embarrassed. But the thing is, like, there was no other way of going down. Even if I just wanted to go back into the hotel, I had to get down some way. There was no other way but skiing down.
No! You have to face your fears.
Yep. At some point, I got so lucky. A retired skiing teacher, a really old one, who was also a good yodeler. He saw me, and in an instant...
Sorry, I fell in the hole.
Okay, careful.
I thought I was gonna die.
in an instant, just from my aura, he knew that I was terrified of going down, and he asked me if I needed help and if he should teach me. Yeah, and then the whole love story started, the whole arc started. So he taught me like those toddlers were getting taught the absolute most basics of basics of skiing, how to ski. It was so sweet. He was like holding me. Yeah, we were like locking in our sticks and everything, and going in tandem, or however you say it. Yeah, and it was still scary even then, but I was so glad he was teaching me. And then after a while, we made a promise that he would teach me tomorrow again if I wanted to. He's retired, but he can teach me. And so we did that. We went to a more difficult slope the next day, and he absolutely challenged me to do things that were kind of scary for me, but
I love old people.
Yeah. I ended up showing Chad videos of him, I think.
I didn't hear anything.